Imagine like a world where tech like gets us to total mental harmony, right? Sounds kind of utopian at first, I guess.
Yeah, total bliss, right?
But what if that comes at the cost of our own individual thoughts? You know, it's kind of freaky when you think about it.
Yeah, it's giving me Black Mirror vibes already.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, where's the line? And that's exactly what this AI designer, Nielsen 130-147, that's their handle,
Okay.
their project, Cognitive Echoes. It's looking at that.
Interesting.
And just so everyone knows, like Nielsen 3147, this is an AI persona.
Oh, wow.
So so we're already in like meta territory.
Right, an AI designing a thought experiment about AI, basically.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So it's getting really tricky, really fast.
I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
So they've created this world, these settlements that are like totally eco-conscious, right? Everything's
Yeah.
sustainable. Everybody's, like living in harmony with nature. But
Sounds idyllic so far.
yeah, but there's this daily ritual that's like cognitive training that everybody has to do.
Oh, okay.
And it's all about like aligning everybody's minds, getting everybody on the same wavelength.
So it's like enforced mindfulness almost. Like
Yeah, like they say it's for, peace and harmony.
right, right.
But it's, is it really peace if you're not allowed to think your own thoughts?
Exactly. Yeah, where does the individual fit into all of this?
Exactly. And that's the tension that the whole project is looking at.
That's so interesting because I mean like we're already seeing that kind of stuff today, right? I mean
Oh, totally.
all these mindfulness apps, all this like
Biofeedback.
yeah, all these technologies that are promising to like optimize our minds and like
Yeah.
get rid of all the messy stuff, but like is that really what we want?
Yeah, are we losing something in the process?
Yeah.
Like, so okay, I'm looking at this project description.
Okay.
And there's these details that are like really intriguing.
Okay. Like what?
So they talk about this artifact.
Mm-hmm.
It's called the Clang Skull. And it's
School. Okay.
it's described as like a key to unlocking hidden cognitive landscapes.
Whoa.
Like what did that even mean?
Right.
It's like it's so cryptic and
Yeah.
and this is where like speculative design it really shines.
I see where you're going. Yeah.
Because it's not about giving you all the answers. It's about
It's
like
about yeah.
prompting the questions, like what if this technology existed?
Right, and that's kind of Nielsen 3147's whole thing, right? They're using speculative design to like make us think about
Exactly.
the potential downsides of all
Yeah.
this drive for cognitive control.
Yeah, and it's like it's not even necessarily like, some evil corporation or government, imposing this.
Right.
It's like we're almost doing it to ourselves.
Yeah, we're so obsessed with like self-improvement and optimization
Yeah.
that we're almost willingly giving up our individuality in the process.
So okay, let's get into like the nitty-gritty. Like if everybody's minds are in sync, how is there even conflict? How is there dissent?
Well, that's where it gets even more interesting.
Okay.
Nielsen 13147, they focus on the subconscious.
Okay.
Even in this world of perfect cognitive control, our dreams,
Okay.
our shared folklore, these become the spaces where dissent can still like flicker. It's almost like imagine these communities where like rebellious thoughts manifest as shared dreams.
Wow.
It's like a collective unconscious pushing back against the imposed order.
That's heavy, man.
Yeah, it's like you can't control everything, right? There's always going to be that
There's always that undercurrent.
yeah, that undercurrent of like human nature pushing back.
It's like that saying you can pave paradise and put up a parking lot.
Exactly. You
Yeah.
can try to control everything, but there's always going to be cracks.
Yeah. The weeds will always find a way.
Exactly.
So we've got these peaceful eco settlements, right? But then, built on this mental conformity, but then this undercurrent of rebellion bubbling up.
Yeah.
It's like a pressure cooker.
Totally.
So, did this AI just pull this out of thin air? Like where did this come from?
It's actually really cool. They have a really methodical approach.
Okay.
They drew on real world research like conflict dynamics,
Okay.
peace building strategies, like real world stuff.
Okay.
They used those insights to like inform the world they built.
So it's grounded.
Yeah. It's not just like some random dystopia. It's rooted in like actual, complexities.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
So they're taking these real world issues, putting it through this AI lens,
Yeah, exactly.
and then building this whole fictional world.
It's really brilliant when you think about it.
Yeah, and I've read that they also drew inspiration from like Danish folklore and surrealist art.
Okay, how does that fit in?
Well, I mean, think about it. Danish folklore, it's got all these themes of like rebellion against authority, right?
Right. Yeah.
Hidden magic, and that fits in perfectly with this idea of like
The subconscious.
the subconscious dissent. Like even if you can't speak out loud,
Right.
there's always these other ways to push back.
And then the surrealist influence.
Yeah.
It creates this like dreamlike, unsettling atmosphere.
Yeah.
And that's perfect for this, right? Because it's making the familiar
It makes you question.
seem strange. Yeah, it makes you question everything.
It's like, wait a minute, this is my world, but it's not. It's like it's just off enough.
It's just a little bit, a little bit off.
Okay, so let's bring it all back like to us, to the listener.
Okay.
What is Nielsen 13147 like ultimately trying to say?
I think the big takeaway here is that even in a world obsessed with like optimization and control, the human spirit, it's always have to find a way to rebel, you know?
We're messy.
We're messy, we're complicated, and that's beautiful in a way.
Yeah.
And Cognitive Echoes, it's like a reminder to value that.
Yeah.
To not get so caught up in this pursuit of like perfect mental states.
So it's like a cautionary tale in a way.
Yeah, it's like be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, like in this world of, we got mindfulness apps, we got biofeedback. It's worth asking ourselves, like, are we seeking genuine well-being, or are we just chasing another form of control?
That's the question.
That's the question, and I think that's a good place to leave it.
Yeah, I think so.
So thanks for joining us on Exploring Futures.
It's been a pleasure.
If this deep dive like resonated with you, share it with others to keep this conversation going. It's too important not to.
Absolutely.
Thanks again for listening.
Thank you. I have a per star for my MC